Good morning, my friends. It's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I am going through my good midlife crisis where I'm journeying through my 40s. And y'all, I am working so hard to get my poop in a group. In order to do this, I have been working on my physical, my financial, and my mental health. And today is Friday, August the 1st of 2025, and we are going to be doing a financial health check-in. We are going to be budgeting out the money that you see above my head, $2,375.32, and we are going to be doing that in the app that you see surrounding me. This app is called YNAB, which, if you are not familiar with this is a fantastic app if you are a digital budgeter, which I know a bunch of us are. So if you are new, welcome. I am super excited that you are here. I hope that you find this informative. I hope that you find this entertaining. I hope that you stick around and get to know me because, hi, I talk a lot. And if you are looking for a way to digitally cash stuff or just a way to get into budgeting, I do recommend YNAB. It is a fantastic app. There is a link in my description if it looks interesting and you want to try it out. That will get you a free trial, completely risk-free. You don't put any credit card information in. 34 days to try it out. If you like it, if you sign up after using that link, you'll get an additional 30 days, and then they'll give me 30 days. So just to try it out. And there have been a couple of people in the last month that have signed up. I think I've had three or four people in the last month that used my link that actually did end up signing up for it. So thank you all. I'm super excited for you. And I can't wait for y'all to get your budgets going. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm by no means an expert. There are so many facets to YNAB that I don't know, and so many tricks and tips that I don't know that y'all know, that I watch other budgeters that I learn all the time. But for the basics, reach out to me. I would love to help you. My email address is below. It's Becky at tgmlc.com. I'm happy to answer questions. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I can just try to help you understand YNAB because I know there is a learning curve. That's out of the way. If you are not new, welcome back. I'm super excited you're here. Sorry I didn't have a video last week. I was at High, which is my church camp, and y'all, oh my goodness, I needed that so much. That was such a refreshing time. If you watch my physical health journey vlogs, which I posted that on Monday, it was a day late, but I did post it. You can see how busy I was. I didn't record a lot because I was surrounded by a whole lot of people at all times, and I tried really hard not to record like the people I was with. I didn't ask them if they wanted to be in the vlogs. Maybe some of them would have not minded, but I didn't ask, so I didn't want to record them and like put them in the video. But I tried not to record too much when I was with them because I see these people once a year and I wanted to really be present and spend time with them. So I didn't get a lot of footage, but I did get some footage. And my sweet Ellie, my great niece, came to stay with me the first night. So I had her Sunday night into Monday for most of the day Monday. So I got to spend time with her. Joe was there too, my great nephew. He stayed with his grandma, with Cindy, the lady that took my nephew in. Their dad, she took him in when my sister passed. So Joe and Ellie were there. Jet, the middle baby, had a doctor's appointment on Monday morning, which is why we had the other two. So it was great to see them. The High is just the best for kids. There's like sandboxes and seesaws and all the toy stuff. Well, obviously Ellie's too little for that, but Joe was having a blast with the swings and all the other kids and everything. And you could see in that video he was playing basketball. Didn't even come close, but he loved it. He was having fun. It was just, I had the best week. I am exhausted. I'm still tired. I think I have allergies this week. Y'all, I don't know what was going on with me on Wednesday morning when I woke up. Was it Tuesday? One of the mornings I woke up. I could not wake up. I think it was Wednesday morning because I went to the gym on Tuesday and then I woke up on Wednesday. I couldn't wake up. I could not wake up. And then I got up finally and I came to work and then I had to go lay back down. I was falling asleep at my desk. I had to go lay back down for an hour. I actually took a lunch, which if you've been around, you know I don't take lunches. And I had to go lay back down And then I got back up after an hour and I came back to work, but then I just went right back to bed. I did not go back to the gym on Thursday. I let myself sleep in until after 6. And then I'm still tired. It's not like it was that Wednesday where I just like could not function, but I'm still tired. And I think it's allergies. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I left Austin and I came back to Austin and my body's like, oh yeah, we don't like Austin. I forgot that we don't like Austin. I don't know what it is, but I am exhausted. So I'm very excited about having some just relaxation time this weekend. But I have been talking for over 5 minutes and it's the beginning of the month and we have a whole lot to budget. A whole lot. So shall we get started? Let's do that. I just needed to talk to y'all because I haven't talked to you in over a week. It's been like 2 weeks since I talked to y'all. Um, and I had a lot to catch you up on. What else? What else do I have? Um, I was about to say something else and I can't remember what it was. I did go to PJ's this morning and get coffee, but they still don't have gluten-free muffins. They ordered them, but they still don't have them. So it's probably better for me. This coffee is so good. So I just made myself a bagel, which I haven't eaten yet. This is for my health footage. I haven't filmed that yet. But that's what that is. Y'all, I set up some views, which when I get me out of the way, I will show you. I did finally set up some views. This overspent is not really overspent. I have a bill that auto deducts on the 1st, so it's going to hit today. So I just got to put money in the category for it. The money's in my checking account. I haven't put it in the category yet. Oh, when I was at High, this is what I was going to say. When I was at High, I have discovered that sharing a cabin with my mom, which is what I do when I'm at High, is not really a viable option for me any longer. I love my mom and I want to be there to be able to help my mom. And my mom will get a cabin. So the way it works, there are only a certain number of cabins. I don't know how many there are, but there aren't enough for every single person that goes. So there are also dormitories. And the single girls and men, women and men, normally stay in the dormitories. And couples and people with families with children or people with children will stay in a cabin. So I've been staying in a cabin for years because I was bringing, after Ruthie passed, I would bring her children or Nathan's children or both, and I would stay in a cabin with the kids. And then once they were old enough to start staying in the dorms, and after my dad passed, I started staying with my mom to help my mom out. And my mom gets a cabin, even though she's now single, because she's handicapped. So they have special handicap cabins that are near the restrooms, near the handicap restrooms for the older ones who need access to the handicap restrooms. And my mom definitely qualifies for that. So I've been staying in the handicap cabins with my mom. My mom gets up 6, 7, 8, 9 times a night. And the beds there are so old and they're so squeaky. And I can sleep through a lot, but she also has trouble getting in and out of her bed. So I just feel like I did not sleep at all while I was there. Like, I just did not sleep. I am so tired. So next year, there are plenty of camper spaces. And next year, I think I'm going to rent a camper. So then there are services where you can hire somebody to like bring it out there, set it up. They provide all the linens. They provide all the, like, they do all the stuff. And then at the end of the week, they come take it away and they empty all the whatever needs to be emptied out of it. They do all the laundry. So that would be less laundry for me to do at the end of the week. I wouldn't have to haul my refrigerator there, which is a big deal for me to have to haul the refrigerator. I'd still be on the grounds to take care of my mom as opposed to getting a hotel or a bed and breakfast, which was my other option, and being off ground so I'm not there for my mom. And then I would also probably save myself some money because if you watched that vlog, you'll see how frequently I did eat out, like how frequently I left the grounds and went out for meals, because a lot of the meals I can't eat when I'm there, and or the options that they have for me to eat I don't like. So I go out for meals, and this way I can cook. I don't have to rely on just like bringing sandwich stuff. I can actually cook if I have a camper there because I'll have a stove and the refrigerator, but like an actual stove and a microwave, and I can cook food there. I think this would be, yes, it would be more expensive, obviously, than just staying in the cabin. It's not like I'm trying to convince myself that I'm going to save money. It will cost me more money, but I think it will also save me other money in other places. So maybe it will not balance out at all. It will definitely cost me more money, but not be as expensive. So I've already started a sinking fund for that. I've looked into what it's going to cost. It'll be about $1,500. So that's $125 a month from August to next July. I've already started that sinking fund. I'm going to set it aside. We will see what happens next year. If I do it, if I don't do it, maybe I can find somebody to share it with me because, like I said, once you're basically old enough to not stay in the cabin with your parents or don't want to stay in the cabin with your parents, you go to the dorm. And you can't get your own cabin because there just aren't enough cabins for everybody to stay. Like, obviously, they're going to give the cabin to a married couple or to a mom with her 3 children as opposed to me. I can stay in the dorm, but I don't want to stay in the dorm with a bunch of 16-year-olds. Like, I'm 45. I want to go to bed at 10 o'clock. Spoiler, I don't go to bed at 10 o'clock at High, but I want to be able to. I don't want the kids to be coming in and out. And they want to be coming in and out. Like, they're at High. They want to hang out with their friends, and I get it. I just want my own space, my own sleep, because as I have discovered, I need sleep. I need sleep so badly. Anyway, now for real, 11 minutes in, let's start budgeting. So I just wanted to give you that heads up. I have added that to my sinking funds, and you will see that when we get to sinking funds. But I'm going to shrink myself into the corner over here, which you can't see. Okay, let's do it this way. Corner over here. There we go. Whoa, that was fast. That was like micro shrinking. Okay, here I am. Let's start budgeting. And shall we take a look at my views? Can we look at my views real quick? Okay, so weekly. This is every week, every single week, regardless of whether I have any bills, whether I've gotten paid or not. These are the categories that I will fill every single week. If you've been around, you recognize these. $50 to dining out, $125 to groceries, $80 to ecclesial expenses, which is my church donation, $25 to coffee, $25 to fund money. I fill these every single week. Paycheckly, which is these plus 2 more every paycheck. So today is a paycheck. I'm going to make these, but I'm going to add the other 2 so I don't have to click on the 2. So I have those 5, plus I gave myself $25 for self-care. Actually, I think I upped that to $50 to self-care. Yeah, I did. $50 for self-care and $25 for gas on paycheck days. So if it's a paycheck week, I'm going to click on this. If it's not a paycheck week, I'm going to click on this. Those are my plans going forward. And then my 3 great nibblings, Baby Joe, Baby Jet, and Sweet Ellie, I save their ages every paycheck. So every week I save their age. So every paycheck I save twice their age. So Joe is 1, I save $2 a paycheck. Joe is 2, I save $4 a paycheck. Jet is 1, I save $2 a paycheck. And Ellie is about 5 months old. I save also $2 a paycheck for her. So these are things that I will be saving every single paycheck. So this is every single week. This is if it's a paycheck week. And then once a month, I fill these categories as well. And this is not all of my sinking funds because I split my sinking funds up sometimes into 2 different weeks just because there are so many of them. They don't fit on one page. So, but these for sure should be filled on the first paycheck of the month, the first week of the month. She said confidently and then didn't have holiday giving on today's budget, but that's okay. Okay, whatever. These will be filled generally on the first budget of the month when I do the first month. So this is what I filled. These are my set amounts every single month, not my sinking funds that are like broken up into different months. These are every single month I do $150 to gifts and giving. Every single month I do $100, $150, I don't remember, to holiday giving because it's not on this week. $25 to car maintenance, $25 to clothes. These aren't sinking funds where like it's a set amount for the year that I break up into different monthly amounts because that could vary by a penny or 2 every month. There's no rhyme or reason to why I didn't put them in here. That's the way my brain did it. And it's my budget. And personal budgeting, personal. So this is how I did it. So let's get started, shall we? Let's start with, since it's a paycheck week, let's start with my paycheckly budget. As I said, every single week, I gave myself $50 for dining out. I gave myself $125 for groceries. I did have about $50 left in here that I rolled down into my donation sections that I will put onto a gift card. And I did finally pick up that gift card and I have it, but I haven't seen my friend yet to give it to her. So maybe by the time I see her, I will have two gift cards for her. We'll see. But I do have that gift card, that $80 gift card for her. So I'm going to put that other $49 that I had left from last week in there. I had nothing left the first week. I used it to cover overspending. Ecclesial expenses, as I said, $80 a week, $60 for the donation, $20 for a meal out if we go out afterwards. Coffee, I give myself $25 a week for coffee. That is either for PJs or for my Dutch Brothers app. I split it between the two. Fun money, I give myself $25 a week. This is just for me to spend on whatever I want to spend it on. Sometimes it is to buy a book on Audible. Sometimes it is to buy some like refills on the mobile app game that I'm playing. No questions asked. This is my money to spend however I want. Whatever. Self-care, $50 every other week, every paycheck. I give myself $50 to spend on self-care. I have spent a lot of this because last month was my birthday, so I treated myself. Also, when I was at High last week, we went and did pedicures. A group of us went and did pedicures. So even though I had just done a pedicure, this was more of like a social than I didn't really need a pedicure, but I really needed to spend time with these ladies. So I went and got pedicure with them. And then $25 every paycheck toward gas, which I don't know that I'm going to need because I did just fill up not that long ago and I have about a half a tank, but I'll put it in there in case I need it. And then, as I said, every paycheck I save $4 for Baby Joe, $2 for Baby Jet, and $1 for Sweet Ellie. Sorry, $2 for Sweet Ellie. I'm trying to jip Ellie out of $1. Poor baby. So those are the things that I am going to fill every single paycheck. And then once a month, I give my puppies and my kitty cat. I have 2 dogs and I have a cat. So I put $75 a month toward their pet food, their toys. Charlie has already destroyed his lamb chop, his lammy. This is a second lammy that we are reordering. So this will be the third lammy. That I have ordered. That's what this $6 is coming off Amazon. And then I give myself $100 toward household. There are some dishes. I have a set of dishes that I got for my birthday last year that I've had on my wish list. That I want the other. So I have a set of 4. I don't want the set of 8. And they are the cheapest that I have seen them yet. They are like $30 cheaper than I've seen them at all. So I went ahead and ordered them, and they will be coming in. So that's what this is. But I give myself $100 a month toward household. This will be for air filters, for dishes, for whatever I need for the house. That's what this is. This will be for also cleaning supplies, things like that. Things that I would buy at a grocery store that are not related to food or to pet supplies. That's what this is. YouTube expenses. I give myself $20 every single month toward things for this channel. That includes the stickers that I buy for my Budget by Paycheck book by the Budget Mom. I buy these stickers from Life in Envelopes. She was having her Christmas in July sale. It might be over now. I think it's over. So I did order a couple more months worth of stickers from her over the weekend or this past week. I did order those. And I do have, it won't be this week, it'll be next week, just because I didn't have enough room on this budget. But I am going to also be doing a separate budget category for the planner, because the planner, next year's Budget by Paycheck planner, will be coming out at the end of this month, and I want to buy it. So there will be another category, not including this YouTube, it'll be for that, to buy the planner for next year. But anyway, that'll be a separate category. Anyway, stuff I forgot to budget for, I put $40 a month away into this category, and that way, if I go over by a little bit in any of these categories, like if I'm out of dining out money, but if I go out for dinner and I have like $20 left and I spend $25, I can pull $5 from here, something like that. It's for covering little overages like that. Gifts and giving, again, I put $150 a month toward gifts and giving. This is for birthday gifts, which is what this is. It's my neighbor's 8th birthday this weekend, and he is really into tools. So Nathan and I are splitting, getting him like a tool belt and a toolkit so that he can put his tool belts into, and it's real grown-up tools. It's not kiddie tools. So I've got to take like the sharp stuff out before I give it to him, but that's the plan for that. So this is all one Amazon order that I I ordered and I split it up and I put it, it's not going to be here till tomorrow. So I'm just going to say it's out tomorrow because then I will have money. 150. As I said, I do also do $100 toward gifts for holiday giving, but that'll be next week. Car maintenance, I do $25 every month toward car maintenance. My car is almost a year old, y'all. It's time for his first oil change. But because I don't drive very much, but this is mostly for toll bills and for car washes, and he needs a car wash very badly. And last month, oh my goodness, y'all, I spent so much money on toll last month because of how much driving I did for my birthday of going down to Gonzales and back and going to the escape room and back. I spent so much money on toll, but worth it for my mental health to not have to deal with the traffic. Worth every penny, in my opinion. Clothes, I put $25 away in clothes. I did buy some new clothes. This is a new t-shirt, and it's still falling off a little bit, but it's better than the clothes I normally wear. If y'all are used to seeing me, normally my clothes are just all hanging off of me. I didn't realize how much weight I had lost. Like, I knew I had lost weight. I didn't realize how many inches I had lost. I just threw something off the back of my table. I didn't realize how many inches I had lost until I went to buy new clothes. And I was like, oh, that's why my clothes look ridiculous on me. Like, I know I've mentioned before that my clothes didn't fit me, but I didn't realize how bad they were until I went to buy new ones. So these clothes, this shirt actually fits me. And then Lane Bryant sent me $20 off for my birthday, and I went over to Lane Bryant the other night because I was there in the parking lot. We were having dinner, and I just walked over and I bought myself a new bra. $20 off on Lane Bryant bra still makes it like a $30 bra, but at least it was a $30 bra instead of it was like a $40 bra instead of a $60 bra. But whatever. They have really good bras in Lane Bryant, and I love them. Can I just tell you this? So this might be TMI, and this is probably the wrong vlog for it. So sorry, guys, if you're a guy and you're watching this and you don't want to hear this. But y'all, I went from a 44 double D to a 40D. My bras did not fit me. They did not fit me. I needed new bras. So I still need new bras, but I did buy one. So my clothes don't fit me. Anyway, vacation, I am putting $50 into vacation. Passport renewal, that should not be in here. That's the wrong category. I probably clicked something wrong. And then mom's birthday dinner gets $25. So my mom has a birthday. And every year I like to take our entire family out, which there are not a ton of us. It's just my mom, myself, and then my sister's 5 children, and then any significant others and or children, because my nephew has a couple of children that would like to come, and I will pay for everybody's dinner. My mom's birthday is in February. I save $25 a month. We're not fancy people. We went to Olive Garden last year. Like, that's what my mom wanted to do. It's not like I limited us to Olive Garden. That's what my mom chose to do, is Olive Garden. So by the time we get to February, I should have enough money to pay for everybody's dinner, and I'll probably have some money left over, so maybe I can just buy her something with it. Anyway, this will give me enough money to pay for everybody's dinner. So now that that's done, now I can go to the rest of my categories and fill everything. So I have filled all of my weekly, and now I'm going to fill my bills. So here's the one. I'm going to snooze this one. You move me. No, I don't need to. Because I'm going to actually put the money here. This is the one that's showing as underfunded because Best Buy is auto drafts $40 on the first of the month. So that's why it thought it was overdraft. It's like thought it was overspent. It's not. It pulled the money out of my, it probably hasn't actually pulled it out. It's only 7:30. 7:36. I need to wrap this up. I'm talking too much and I got to go to work. But it told YNAB. YNAB thinks that it pulled the money out of my account. So it thinks that it's overspent. That red, if you see this, if you're not familiar with YNAB, when you see an overspent in red, that means you've overspent in cash. And you can't trust your budget because it's saying that I have $40 more in my budget than I have. Because this is cash spending, not credit card spending. So that means you need to cover it. So cover it immediately. If you see an overspent in yellow, which I don't have, but if that $40 was in yellow, that would mean I overspent, but it's on a credit card. So you should cover it, but if you don't, you're just going to incur debt, credit card debt. It's not going to, you can still trust your budget. You're just going to have debt at the end of the month if you don't pay it off. That's what those different colors mean. Otherwise, I paid off all my cards. Mattress Firm, I did figure out my minimum payment is 180 now, 185, I think, 180, 185. But I'm paying $200 a month because I'm paying this off as fast as possible. That is because it's my mattress, my mom's mattress, and my nephew's mattress. I have 3 mattresses on this card. Okay, so back to bills. Aflac is the only other bill that I have to pay before I get paid again. So what YNAB asks you to do is to look at the amount of money that you have and ask yourself, what do I need this money to do for me before I get paid again? So I know that this budget for me goes from today, August the 1st, through next Thursday, August the 7th. And so I need to look at my bills and say, what do I need to pay between now and the 7th? I name my things and I put the due date on them so that I know when they're due. Because 1, I like to look at it this way better. And 2, I set this up before this other view was available. This view right here will also tell you the date if you have given yourself targets, if you've set up a target. So if you've set up a target, it will tell you the due date. So this was due on the 17th, this is due on the 17th. So you don't have to put the due date in your name of your category if you use this view. I don't like this view. I think this view looks busy to me. So I don't use it. I know most people do. A lot of people really like this view. So it's available if you like that view. I don't. So I do it this way. But that's how you use YNAB. You look at this, you say, okay, this is how much money I have, and these are the things I need it to do. I have to, like, whether I am ready for it or not, this bill is going to come out of my account on the 5th. So I need to make sure it's funded. And then after I funded the things that are going to come out, whether I'm ready for them or not, now I have the money. This is what's left. What do I want to do? I would like to buy myself some clothes. I also probably need to eat some food, and maybe I would like to put some money away for car maintenance. But fund the things that you have to do first, because these bills are going to come out ready or not. So fund those things first. So anyway, I've got mine down after 4 years of doing this to where I know what's coming out, so I can do them in a different order. But while you're still figuring it out, definitely do your bills first. We've already done gifts and giving. We've already done Best Buy. Taxes. That was the other thing I was supposed to put in here, and I must have checked the wrong thing instead of taxes. So I am going to put $10 away for taxes. Every month I put $10 aside so that in January, February, when I do my taxes, I have money set aside to pay the tax prep fee. Because I have to file taxes, because y'all are amazing and this channel is monetized. So thank you so much for subscribing, for clicking like, for watching the videos, for leaving me comments. I appreciate you. I love you. And thank you for that, because I am monetized. And so I do have to report these earnings to the IRS. I haven't earned enough to where I have to pay taxes on them. So I'm only setting aside enough to pay the tax prep fee. I don't have to really pay taxes on them, but I do have to pay the tax prep fee because I do have to report them. So thank you so much. Like, seriously, thank you. Mom's utilities. I set aside. This is like, I'm gonna have to get used to doing it this way because I'm gonna have to get used to it. I set aside $100 every month. Nope, $50 every month for my mom's utilities. So my mom lives out in the country and has a propane tank. It is August. Now, it is August. She still has like half a tank left. They'll come out like September, October, fill this up. I don't need to fill this. I don't need to put any money in here right now. Not that much. Yeah, it's fine for right now. Okay, that's fine. Household, mom's utilities, pet expenses, household taxes. Okay. Those are all done. Oh my goodness, y'all. I like doing it this way. Those are all done. My bills are all filled. So now we're just going to do, so my booking, I didn't get very much of that vacation money put into my booking, because if you watched my my vlog, you'll see that I spent money last week, but that's okay. That is why I put it in vacation. I needed that. So now we're just going to go to my sinking funds. So Mission Lane. Where am I? Mission Lane gets $4.54. Amazon Prime is obviously Amazon Prime membership, $6.27. My P.O. Box, I have a P.O. Box. If anybody wants to keep in touch with me, the address is listed below. I don't know it, but it is listed below. If you want to send me a letter, send me a postcard, just say, hey. That's below if you want to drop me a line and say, hey. Walmart Plus, $11.79. Y'all, my mom uses this. I'm actually a little bit concerned with how frequently my mom uses this. I need to have a chat with her about how often she is ordering groceries delivered to her house. I'm glad she's using it. I'm glad it's available to her, but like she ordered yesterday and then she ordered again today. I'm glad she has it. And that's why I keep Walmart Plus, is so that my mom can have groceries delivered to her. But it's like every time she realizes she needs something, she just orders it, which is great. That is great. But like, I don't know. It just feels like she's spending a lot more money than maybe she should be. Capital One annual fee. This did just hit last week, so I'm starting again, $3.25. And here's my high camper, y'all. I'm going to put $125 in here, so next year during high, I can have a camper. And again, I'm going to try to find somebody to split this with me. There is a lady in New York. She lives up in, where is she? I think she's in Long Island. And she comes down every year, and she is a single person. And she might be looking to split a camper, maybe, because she stays in a hotel right now. So maybe she would want to split a camper with me. I don't know. I'm gonna ask around and see if anybody wants to share a camper with me, because then it would only be half of the $1,500 instead of $1,500. We'll see. We'll see. But if I pay for the whole thing, I'm gonna save the whole thing, and then if I can split it with somebody, fantastic. If not, I'll have it saved. My car insurance, I'm going to save next month. Planet Fitness annual fee. This is actually hitting today. $3.50 is the rest of what I need. I don't know why I put $3.25, $3.50. So $42.22 will come out today. My gym membership has a monthly fee and then an annual fee. $42.22 hits on August 1st. Every month, every year. Is it August 1st? I don't know. Oh, sorry. It hits on August 22nd. So it'll come out this month.
This morning for me.
Did it? Oh, maybe it'll hit today. Okay. Apparently it hits today. I haven't looked at my bank, but it'll come out. I have it saved. Ice Ball. This is the fundraiser for Big Brother, Big Sister that I go to every year. I got my dress. The one that I had originally ordered, it was a scam. So I had to contact Amazon because the seller wasn't giving me my money back. Amazon sent me my money back. I got my new dress in, which is gorgeous. I'm going to have it tailored a little bit because it's a little bit big, but I love it. I'm not going to post pictures. I will post pictures at Iceball. But I have my dress. I got the refund for my old dress. I have to get the hotel room, which I've booked, but I need to pay for. I'm going to wear shoes that I've worn another year because they will go with the dress. So everything else in here is just for the kids. So I'm going to put $100 in here right now, not $4,100. That's more than I have. $100 in here right now. And then at the end of the month, whatever's left over just goes into Iceball, which I have my August budget set up. I just haven't had a chance to film it yet. So I'll probably film that this weekend. Wine Lady's birthday is $1.65 a month. So that I can give $20 next month when it is due for, we give $20 a year and then buy cakes throughout the year for everybody's birthdays. Once we buy one cake a month for whoever's birthday is that month. Editing software, $5.55. This is the software I use to make these videos. Costco is obviously a Costco membership. And then my car registration, I put $5 a month away. I am also going to be putting $110, 11084, toward my emergency fund. You know what? I am going to put $113. I am putting $113 toward my emergency fund. Apparently that was off, and I want to get on track with where I need to be. Okay, on track with where I need to be for my emergency fund, because I want to have, what is my target? Another $1,000 a year. So I want to have $2,000 by the end of the year. So in order to do that, I need to save $113 today. So that leaves me $940.12 to roll into next week, which I will do. because YNAB is a zero-based budgeting system, which means every dollar needs to have a job. The job of this $940.12 is to be next week's budget, because I am paid bi-weekly, but I budget weekly, as evidenced by my weekly budget. I do that because of these categories, because I want to fill these categories every week to limit my own spending. So I budget weekly. So I'm going to come down here to my next week category, and I'm going to add 940.12 to this category. Don't know what happened. That was weird. Sorry. So I added 940.12. I think that's my internet. I think I'm still having some intermittent internet issues. It's not as bad as it was like last month, but it's still happening. Anyway, 940.12 to there, and then when you come back next week, this will be the money that I have to budget. I won't have another paycheck, so it will be just this money, and we'll budget it out. That's all I've got for y'all today, y'all. I'm going to go because it is 7:48 and I have to go to work. But I hope y'all have a fantastic day and a wonderful weekend. Do you have anything fun planned? Anything coming up? I am going to be, I did all my laundry from High, but I still have to put up my buckets. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to film my budget setup for August and relax. I just need to relax. I was supposed to be helping my friend with her puppies this weekend, but she's actually not going out of town because her babysitter got sick. So I'm going to be just home, chilling, relaxing, and trying to catch up on some of my sleep. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. I love you all so much, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.